Alright guys, here we are once more with our baby lemon tree. It's been growing very well except for this that's happening to it. If you look closely, you can see sort of silvery lines through it and it's all curled up. It's always on the newest growth and it's called leaf miner as far as I'm aware. And when you look in there you can see the little traces of it and it curls up and ruins the leaves. Now if we leave these, they will improve and they'll end up looking something. This is another lemon tree which is also happening too. See it there? There's some other new growth that's not been affected, but here you can see it all curling and there's the damage inside. Now I believe it's a white moth. This is on another citrus. This is on the mandarin tree. Same thing. This is the other mandarin tree, same thing again, smaller leaves, same problem. And then this is on an orange tree and you can see this on the bigger leaves, same kind of thing. They normally come in from the back like that and then it curls. So some of these leaves, like this one, actually grew almost to full size before it was attacked. Other ones can be attacked and they will kind of come back like okay-ish, kind of like this. Somewhat damaged, but not horrendous. Anyway, the only way I know about dealing with it is with a concoction of neem oil, which we'll make for you now. Now that is actual neem oil, cold pressed in a cup. Now, last time I made a mixture of half a teaspoon to 250 ml of water and a quarter of a teaspoon, 500 ml of water, and a quarter of a teaspoon of dishwashing liquid. So this time, it wasn't that successful, so this time I'm going to make a stronger brew. I'm going to put 2 half teaspoons, or 1 teaspoon of neem oil in here, 1 half teaspoon in there, and then mix up the rest with water, and we'll see what it looks like. So we have our spray bottle full of the mixture. I'm giving it a good shake. So the neem oil sort of doesn't suffocate it actually, it prevents them from laying their eggs. So you won't stop what's already there, but it will stop it from getting worse. So that's all shaking that all up. The reason you put dishwashing detergent is just to break the surface tension of the water so the oil will actually mix in. So that looks like I should probably put a dash more detergent in there. So I'm going to make, I think it should be 1 teaspoon. This is my mixture. Take no responsibility for what happens to your plants, but this is what I'm doing. 1 teaspoon of neem oil and 1 teaspoon of detergent to 500 ml of water. You can use other oils. I've done it with success in the past with just vegetable oil. But neem oil apparently has some kind of beneficial something or other that actually helps further deter the pest laying its eggs. Because ultimately, I think it's a white moth, comes and lays its eggs. Then it turns into a tiny little grub that eats through the leaves, leaving the trail and causing all the curling and damage. And then when it's ready, it, I suppose, hatches out and becomes whatever it's going to become. So, now it's simply a matter of, once you've got your mix done, to lightly spray just the new growth, but you've got to make sure to get both sides, front and back. So I always make sure I'm getting the front and the back of the leaves. The ones that have already curled, they're already infected, effectively. They've already been damaged. I've also read that ideally you should remove the damaged leaf because that way you're reducing the number of critters in your area. I've done both, left it and removed them. I didn't find it made any significant difference if I did remove them. Probably because they've already infected what they're going to infect, whether you can see them or not. And the neem oil. Now the trick is you don't want to get too oily. Because I have done it before where I made a mixture of vegetable oil and I got totally carried away and I put in way more than a teaspoon to 500 ml, probably like 10 times that ratio. and that was a big mistake because it permanently stuck itself to the leaves. The leaves are very unhappy. In the end, they had to drop their leaves, and all it did was just stunt growth. So the net gain was I actually made it worse by doing that. So you definitely don't want to put too much oil on there, but that's more about the mixture rather than how much you spray it. You can buy the stuff. I suppose I'll leave a link in the description of the stuff you can buy. You'll be able to order it online if you don't want to make your own mixture, but I make my own because it's a lot cheaper this way. So I'm really just focusing on the new growth. The old growth won't be affected. They really seem to only eat the new growth. And ideally you do this once a week roughly. I mean, these have already been smashed by the buggers. So yeah. Anyway, hope that helps people. I'll also leave a link in the description where you can get your raw neem oil ordered directly to your door. So yeah. So just to keep you up to date, that's a Eureka lemon. That's also a Eureka lemon. That's a dwarf mandarin. It's a full-size mandarin. And that is a navel orange full-size as well. Stay tuned and watch them grow together.